never seen it on Fracture. That's something we have to put out there right away. Never in VCT history have we seen a Phoenix on Fracture. Scary was talking about how we should expect surprises, but this is a massive curveball.
Oh, and it's like Mimi was teeing it up at the beginning, right? She was like, oh, they ran Jet, and it was a bit strange, and who knows, maybe they'll bring out something spicy. And I mean,
it's difficult to see how this could be a home run for XERXIA. Sorry, we're done. We're done.
Oh boy. Again, a Phoenix on Fracture for the first time in ever.
Ooh, fast through door.
Oh, but the paranoia has already got him blinded up. He can't see a thing. And he's out, and he had no reinforcements, and that seemed to be okay.
He's all the way up in spawn already, too. Looking for more. He's by himself still.
He's literally alone.
They're going back to B.
What is happening? What is this round?
They're ripping them apart. It's all cryo on this side right now, and he's going to have a lot of pressure coming his way.
Spike down. One
okay.
remaining.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Guy got the spike, rendezvoused away. Now he's going to get the plant down.
Dude.
The floor is lava.
I've never seen a round where Phoenix gets that much value. Right off the bat, every single one of his abilities was used to perfection.
Alone.
The Molly even got value at the end. I mean, okay. If this is what we're going to see, I mean, okay. I'm very happy now all of a sudden. I was fully with the desk. No way is this going to be fun.
Yeah. Right. Okay, right. Let's refocus. Fox has a Vandal and light armor already. 2 points closer to having the runner back online. No early antics this time. Which, to be honest, I'm a little disappointed about.
Walking up close. They're just going dry. Def spots him though.
I mean, after the previous round, I get it. I totally get it. A little bit of def utility to keep him back. Fox, again, gets another kill.
Wow, second.
Hey, he's hit a couple of nice shots already. But the spike hasn't really made its way up far, and they're going to have pressure that they can apply from both sides. Viper wall to provide some cover, but it's like they're just waiting to see where the pressure's coming from.
On top of the rope lies Aaron. He's got a shorty.
Dude, and Fox has the spike. And Fox has the spike. And it looks like they're going to try to go up tower, but you're right, Aaron with the shorty's waiting on the other side. Mind the drop.
It's just so quiet. 30 seconds. They're playing an anti-eco, and they feel like they're so passive.
30 seconds left.
This is dangerous.
Well, again, it's so jarring compared to what they just did in the previous round to do this. Oh, gosh. They're so stunned. Oh, what? What? Fox gets 4. Scary gets the last.
But that one hurts, honestly. They go for an FPX anti-eco buy, right, with the double rifles and then 2 players playing pistols. And they lose everything except for the 2 rifles. Thankfully, they'll have, you know, stronger weapons than Spectres going into it, so it's not as bad. But all the advantage you were hoping for. What a play from Fox, too. Interesting how slow they played that. I think that is a shift. But look, Fox already has his ult. He's set up in halls. He could go straight up for that same flash play with the run it back.
That seems to be exactly what he's doing. This time, Def at much safer grounds.
Spike down A.
And he swings right through it, straight into spawn again. Clears out the rendezvous. Oh, but he's waiting. He was there for him. Yeah, Zekin gets the kill. He pushed all the way into halls, knew where the ult was coming from, and punishes Fox.
I remember that early kill, actually, on Cruz. Let Zekin go and do that, because he's defending the body. But the second thing there, the run it back, use all the way into spawn to break Cryo's rendezvous. So that dish play that he was set up in that off angle, you can see the X's right now, was perfectly played so that he can't TP out. Either way, the round has again shifted into drastic different ways. All 4 XSET members over towards the A side. And XERXIA's found the gap. But on top of the gap, they have to be able to spread out after this so that they can work this and delay it for further. But XSET's already encroaching on the space that they've earned.
And note, Scary's utility is here. He's got the wall. He still has the poison orb to work with along with 2 mollies.
30 seconds left.
You start to see some of that go down. Def really far away, so it's not like he can deny any the plant any which way.
Last player
Scary
standing.
going out.
Surf tried to get his TP up in heaven,
Yeah.
and he paid for it.
Just way too much. One benefit is that, well, they didn't know where he was up until now. And he's playing for post plants already if they push him.
Don't forget, he has the orb on it, so
Yeah, that's gonna buy some time.
it wasn't going to do anything anyways.
No. Just delaying the inevitable at this point.
Well controlled from XSET after the initial push. They really understood, actually, and that's a good sign given what befell them in that last round at Copenhagen. With all the match points that they went through, they started to struggle in the moments that are difficult to handle, and XERXIA has thrown 3 of them so far at them. And the other thing as well, Def is playing against the flanks super late, which we saw in pistol round, so that adjustment's already come through.
Same Viper wall that we saw in the previous round from Scary. It seems like this time.
Aggro for XSET.
Yeah. And Surf's walked into it, but he's got the rendezvous, who should be able to get away. The wall's a slightly different variety of that, too.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, he got flashed, though, and not able to do anything with it. Thankfully for them, he doesn't die. There was definitely a chance for him, too.
He took a fair bit of damage, yeah.
But they also invested a lot. The wall's already broken. A stun from Zekin. They didn't really commit a smoke or anything like that to it, though, so that's on the other side here. One Wing trying to get it up for Cryo.
We saw a little bit more of that utility go through. BCJ dropped his last smoke before falling at the hands of Surf. Now you see the rotations coming across the middle of the map. Cryo still here. A couple of bullets whizzing right by. Holds the utility, gets the kill, and he stays for a second! I thought for sure after the first he was gone, but he holds his ground, swings out to try to get the third onto Sushi Boys, but no. Zekin's the one who cleans it up. Now Cruz left in a 1v3. Was certainly, well, he's gotten it one step closer, but Def cleans it up. We're tied at 2 apiece.
And they handle XERXIA's aggression very well there. Cryo specifically, what a beast, while fully stunned up. Look at this first shot. He TP's out after. BCJ kind of goes a little aggressive, but the follow-up when he's stunned up is crazy right here. Has to hit the first shot on those two.
I got him next. I'm close.
And you're starting to see actually the comp from XSET is a mix of the Neon style and the FPX style.
Yeah.
Right, still having the breach to help out when Zekin wants to get aggressive, but still having the one-way possibility and the stuns to fight back in halls. That battle's one we're going to watch all series long. Surf versus Cryo. And the hero of the last round already put down.
Continue to apply pressure on the other side, though. The Phoenix no longer around. The thing is, they rotate back, understanding they have no dish presence, and that's exactly where the spike is.
Oh, he just spotted them.
Yep. He almost got his head taken off, too.
But that might have been a little bit of information that they're immediately going to counteract XERXIA by running back to the other side. And look, they've already got an arcade control. After that initial pick, Surf is there, posted up. And they don't really have anything to stop him from getting these angles.
No, really just Def utility, and you see him using Spawn right now.
This is still a dangerous round here. XERXIA's got this all the way up on the site now.
Oh, they just have no guns. Other than Surf with his tour de force. And he's pushing into Spawn because, of course, why not? Why would you expect this peak right here? Now you understand where it is. Oh, no way!
Blind fire shot. Surf has gotten 3 on the round and opened up what was an eco round.
Planted.
Now note here, this time Scary playing a different variety. He's not playing for the post plants like he was a couple of rounds ago. It's actually Sushi Boys who's still playing up that way.
Scary does have mollies, though, and he could definitely have lineups in this side.
To land in there.
Absolutely.
We'll see if he has any. What the lineups are. Aaron trying to creep his way forward. Cruz on the other side with the Sheriff. A couple of warning shots. Cruz eventually falls. Zekin uses his ult. And yeah,
mollies are out. They also have the aftershock.
That's going to hurt. Zekin gets it to half. Does he back out? Does he stay alive? Yes, he does. 32 HP, 1 armor. Is there going to be enough time? There's so much delay. There's so much delay. No, there's not enough time.
Player standing.
A thrifty round win right after XSET breaks the economy. XERXIA is here to play. And that lineup he put from a different side, so you expect, actually you saw Zekin try to fight where he expected it was going to come from.
Absolutely.
Opened up by Surf with the 3K. And just the information, again, that they garnered up at Dish when, I think it was who, BCJ went for the jump peek. Spotted 2 of them. They rotate immediately into the arcade space that they had. What a good round from XERXIA. Beginning to end. Planned out. And it worked out.
XERXIA pushing their way into Dish. Cryo gets one with the op, gets away.
Down A.
And I mean, he saw the spike. I don't know that he saw much else, though.
With Sushi Boys there, you definitely can expect there to be more.
Yeah.
He's going to be trying to set people up.
Fox jumping around, making a ton of noise. They continue. XSET have managed to establish control on the Hall side of A. They've gotten a couple of duels there. Go in their favor.
Fox is just so aggressive.
The flash is there. He's got it back up. And he stays alive.
Surf as well, getting control back on Halls. They can fall into more conventional. Oh my goodness. He is just so aggressive.
Yeah. But Cryo seems to just be taking over this round. Remember, it was Surf in the previous round who had 3 massive kills to get them that thrifty round win. Cryo trying to do a bit of the same, but Cruz actually cleans up 1 and the second. Aaron falls, a 2v2. Again, the spike has been planted, and it has been a few seconds now. Time is not on their side. Surf gets another onto BCJ. What a hold from XERXIA.
And guys, the 2 sides of the stage right now are lighting up. After every single round win, these guys are going crazy. No crowd, but the volume. What a play from Cruz, full blind. I mean, we've seen, what, 5 blind shots.
Yeah.
And each round, we had Cryo in the round prior, Surf in this one, Cryo now, but it's not quite enough. And they have broken the economy now.
I mean, 4 stingers and a classic for Cryo, and yeah, he's got his Headhunter. No early aggression out from XSET this time around.
Look at the ults from XERXIA too.
They have so many.
Even if this gets a little sketchy with the stingers that are all stacked up on this B side.
Not a single soul towards A.
They still have the tools to fight back, but
BCJ, the first to go down. The wall goes up. The flash is there too. And even with paranoia, Aaron's able to delay for a tag. Try to keep himself alive. Try to get some kills, and he does. Not without eventually falling. Zekin has shown up as well.
1 enemy remaining.
Cryo's got a shot at this.
Spike
That's
down
scary
B.
as ult.
exactly.
That was one of the ones that you mentioned. If things get a little touch and go, they can invest it. And there it is. He's going to swing out. Does he push? Cryo. No armor. No real weapon. Other than the Headhunter.
Scary's getting really close. Cleared. Oh my. Just walked up on him. The concern here for Scary was he can't give him space inside of this ult, so he can't get a gun.
Yeah.
He can't leave and go to the other side either. Has to stay, so he just takes the fight to him. Great choice. But Cryo not repositioning at all, not even threatening it. So close.
Oh, BCJ looked like he was trying to get back into spawn. He wasn't even like peeking to try to fight or to get info. And also very quickly, Scary playing that as aggressively as he did. Like it is very clear to me, XERXIA want to play with this very fast tempo in every facet of the game. They want to play aggressive. They want to apply pressure onto XSET.
Zekin's posted up here on Dish. It's a gun round for sure. They're going to call a timeout, maybe discuss a little bit more here, because it is a crucial round right now. They don't not only have Sushi Boys' ult, but they're really close to Foxy's. And if he can get his ult orb and set something up with the run it back, like we saw, and it's not just, let's just push, take space. It's intentional. You saw the first one that he used to break Cryo's rendezvous. That's the important thing. If they're really thinking about it, let's see if they have anything else in this round. Or if XSET immediately goes for the counter. The easiest orb on this map to get is the Dish one. As long as things don't clash.
Yeah, seldom challenged. The interesting thing too is, you know, for XERXIA, they have found success across a couple of parts of the round, right? Like, if they get into post-plant situations, they have their protocols that are going to secure them those rounds, or at least get them really freaking close to. They have their early aggression, which is going to get them numbers advantages, and they're very intentional, as you were saying, with the space denial that they have.
Yep.
I feel like for XSET here, it's not just about answering one question. I think they have a couple of things that they have to solve for.
But also to start making XERXIA think, because at this point there hasn't been any of that. They have a really interesting comp that should tend itself to be like, okay, they're controlling this all the time. They also have the opportunity to go for fast plays for some control. The only one we've seen has been Tree twice. Here's the setup for Zekin.
Fall line's gonna hit. Oh, Cruz was the only one who got away. He didn't get hit. But a nice turnout from Surf to clean up Def. Oh, it's a mad dash back to the site. You see Scary making sure there's no one flanking around. And he's wise to it. There are two people coming. In Aaron and BCJ. BCJ the first to swing. He gets the kill onto Scary as well.
And XSET does not push any further, but it forces XERXIA to re-clear this area. Foxes did get the orb.
They're going to push back into him. He put the wall up, too, to deny entry. At least for now. Meanwhile, Cryo and Zekin still saying it A. They can't easily get away in, and they're not daring make a single sound.
And even when they do get on site, BCJ has the paranoia to counter any sort of space clearing or space taking, right? If they go for the breach ult and they're stunned up, he can counter with the paranoia.
Right,
if they go for run it back, he can counter with the paranoia.
Yeah, just delay. Just delay as long as you can to get Zekin and Cryo to join the fold.
There's nobody here watching the cross, though.
This feels like an ult is inevitable.
100%.
There it is. Tugs, he puts the wall up. There's a paranoia that you mentioned. The slow orb, the molly there too. Ult taken care of. BCJ repositioning. Now you've got the Rolling Thunder you have to deal with. You've got Zekin who has shown up. And the ult out. BCJ got out. He's gotten back into defender spawn, and they can apply pressure from a couple of different areas here. That sun was so big! Surf in a 1v2. He's got the spike planted. Can he keep him back? He's going to invest a tour de force.
Did he hear Cryo? Because he's looking at him.
Yeah, he's staring right at that same spot. And the thing is, Aaron has to go out so far to challenge that angle. He exposes himself. Look at how far out he has to go.
Cryo just needs to hold Aaron. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the shot goes wide.
What a risky cross. But also, Surf has such good awareness in those instances. You see, he knew exactly how this play was going down. But XSET convert.
I mean, Surf lands that shot, and all of a sudden it's a 1v1. He has a really good idea of where Cryo's coming from, and who knows how the round goes.
Last player standing.
Jeez.
And you continuously see, no matter what, if there's a gap, Fox or Surf is going to push it.
Yeah.
That time catching BCJ on the ult. And they've broken the economy. XERXIA down to just one Vandal and no ults.
We'll see what they do with it. The Vandal is in the hands of Fox. And he's the first one forward towards Dish. Interesting timing. I wonder what it was that Aaron was queued to put that wall up when he did.
That's the amount of time it takes to walk up Dish there.
Yeah, but to invest that wall there? I mean, they've taken the hall's control. You see, once again, it's Def and Zekin who are pushing forward. He's hearing that wall go through. That should be a queue, and I wonder how the rotations come through. The thing is, XSET understand there's no presence coming in from halls. They've chipped out at the wall, but there's really nowhere else they could be coming A.
With this angle from Cryo, that's exactly correct. Have the opportunity to wall off the trademark.
That's exactly what they do.
But the thing is, they already have control of the space, so this doesn't gain them that much. Except Scary is going to have a surprise here.
Oh, it might be Zekin with the surprise too, depending on where he looks. Does he swing and go all the way down? It's a gift for either player. Does Zekin check this tight 50? Ah, the gun gives it away! He lands the shots onto Scary. Now pushes forward. And with only 20 seconds left in the round, the spike has to commit to B. Cryo's there to greet him with an op. The rendezvous, Zekin not able to land the initial shots. The flash swings out, 13 seconds left. The spike really not much closer to being planted. Now Sushi Boy's looking to commit to it. Cryo with pressure from every single side. But XSET clean it up.
Holding very strong against, remember, XERXIA's already 1-1 Thrifty. This is going to be a good game. I saw the Phoenix and I was like, okay, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's have some fun with this one. But it's just a regular old good game of VALORANT with the added spice of these interesting comps.
Added heat, perhaps? No? All right, that's fine.
I'm just going to be quiet.
That's fine. That's fine.
You'll get a sympathy chuckle.
Yeah. Aaron this time again. Walling up. Ooh.
They've heard that.
Gonna get this shot. Oh, Fox so weak. The Rolling Thunder is gonna hit all three of them.
Oh, they're both stunned.
He has 5 HP. Paranoid, but again, VCJ surrounded, and he's okay with it. He gets 2. Fox trying to heal up. Up to a whopping 27 HP after all that's done. Def playing in his smoke, backs up. Tries to reposition his Zekin. Just at the right time, and the spam is gorgeous. Denies the play, and once again, Fox left alone.
This is the time where, oh my goodness, Fox had an opportunity there, but just the Spectre. XSET is really starting to understand. We were mentioning how they haven't really used the strengths of their comp, but look at the map control and what it's netting them. Zekin has flanked twice now and is completely taking control of a space where XERXIA is hoping that they don't have, that they're not playing proactively. All of a sudden, they've gone so proactive.
Adjustments being made at XSET's timeout, and now XERXIA will have a chance to do the same as we near the end of the first half. Surf has popped off. Fox did a whole lot of fun stuff at the beginning, but we've kind of seen him cool off a bit. We'll see what else they have for him. 2 ultimates to work with here, again, as we near the end of the first half. They've got Fox's ult, and they have Cruz from the shadows as well.
Yeah, definitely time to cook something up here. But it is a low buy. So XSET has plenty of time to figure out, okay, let's see how we can play against this if they do want to opt to use these. Because they might be able to get something else in the next round, but I'm wondering even, with these 2 comps, I don't know what a good half is for either side. Right now, it feels like XSET is the guys who are starting to understand the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But XERXIA is the one who can, at the flip of a coin, right, just decide, let's switch things up. Let's go crazy. Because we've seen both approaches, right, in the pistol round, and how crazy that one. Fox has continuously tried to push his way up into spawn on that A site. But whenever they want to go to this B site, it's much more controlled and slow. Okay, I think they're splitting the A site.
Yeah, Cryo's online. Nice shot out on him. Take care, Surf.
Fox is playing really slow there.
Yeah.
Potentially for a late ult, but now that they've already lost one, I don't expect them to truly use it. He's starting to lean the other way now.
Do you punt at this point? Just try to get a kill or, you know, something easy.
I mean, here they go, punting into Cryo. After he's already got himself a kill.
That wall, Aaron wall, yeah, there it is. You see it on your screen right now. There are still 3 people over here, but are they going to go back? They're going to go back towards B.
Ooh.
The fact that he gets 1 there is impressive in and of itself, but now you've gotten down the protocol list pretty far if you're XERXIA. Tried A, didn't feel good. Okay, maybe we go back B. Forget it. We lost Fox. We're going back to A.
Yeah. Remember, like 20 seconds ago, I was like, they're about to walk into Cryo. And here we go again.
Smoke to deny. Much slower Caterpillar, but it still provides some cover. Cryo's first shot looked a bit early, but Seconds is right on time. Drops the relay bolt, stun for stun. The wall up to provide cover. Sushi Boy's committing to the plant. Scary. Also trying to do a bit of the same. Zekin swings forward. He just glides across the screen and gets the kill onto Sushi. Spams through the smoke, trying to find him wherever he can. No, Scary's Guardian actually wins that out, but BCJ has gotten the defuse to half. And those mollies are going to show up way too late to deny anything. XSET get to 6.
A little bit of damage done from Scary, but still not going to be really netting them anything. Plenty of economy still on XSET's side.
Good night, bro. They have 4 ults here going into this last round.
That's exactly what they were trying to hope for, right? Make sure, especially after that first kill went down. Maybe if they got this pick against Cryo, they can definitely use something to try to go for it. But they've got the 2 key ones, Sushi Boys and the Run It Back.
Let's go! Let's go!
Good vibes all around, but again, a daunting task before you. 4 ultimates on the side of XERXIA, and you've already heard one of them used.
Here they go. They're waiting until he breaks the rendezvous.
And again, they're playing so soft on this setup because they've seen it, what, 3 times now?
Cryo's gone instead. He doesn't stay in front of the off angle.
The paranoia to clear him out a bit more, and you see Cruz just teleported his way forward to push the matter, but they've got BCJ here to help. Cryo on the trade, but scary. The rest of XERXIA get the numbers battle. They have full dish control, and they should be able to get into A here, but once again, it's Zekin on the flank.
But they've lost their smokes, so they're waiting for this ult to come through. Almost catching Fox. Now they can cross out of the halls. They can get this plant down.
Gotta keep an eye on Zekin here.
Oh.
Oh! The Keister betrays him! The pit goes down! Def on the swing takes care of Fox. It's a 2v2. Surf still with the op. Sushi Boy still has his ult too, and that's the last thing they have in this round. The tap, they're drawing it out. It's like they're expecting it. They know it's coming. Now they can turn their attention to the defuse.
Oh, what can
Sushi Boys do to deny? Nothing at all. Zekin with the op shot, the 3K, a 7-5 half for XSET.
Just a strong finish from them. They understood the conditions that they needed, and they went for them every round. The amount of flanks that Zekin was getting off in the end.
And the value.
Super solid stuff from the coaching staff. Just the adjustments made in this game, Def as well. Massive credit.
You know, Fracture leans itself towards flanks like that, but they had Surf, they had trademarks, they had things to shore up the flanks, and it was just way too much for XERXIA to be able to handle. 5 rounds for XSET to close out the first half. Not too freaking bad. Golden Boy, take it away.
Thank you so much, Doug and Bala. You know, it started off, we had a lot of questions coming into it, but Mitch, I think it was very clear that for XERXIA, their plan with the Phoenix, it really felt like at times it could have been maybe a one-trick pony.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you saw that coming into the last round there. Realistically, XSET were perfectly prepared for what they were doing, and it's not really surprising when they'd already seen it before. I do think that the Phoenix is a solid idea and a great pivot for a team that had a pretty trash Fracture, but there is still a lot to be improved on here.
There really is, there really is. And I think the conversation really should be about, you know, like the compositions, right? We do have, you know, like a comparison between Zekin and Foxes, and that's Zekin and Foxes. And that's really only because, oh my goodness, Zekin is just pounding. That's only because these compositions are just so different.
Yeah, I think this game, in a large part, will come down to what agents got drafted into the mix. And for XSET, they returned to a composition that has worked for them before, just making the pivot to the Omen. And I think that Neon has been a great choice, particularly coming up against this Phoenix ult. There was a round I wanted to take a look at here, where the Phoenix is ulting through, doing that same setup we've seen repeatedly, and just gets instantly punished from Zekin. We see those ideas with the Phoenix, but I think the implementation isn't quite there, and I think that XSET made some really great decisions on the fly to counter that out. And now as we head into this next half, we have to consider, how is the Phoenix going to play on the defense? Because you would no longer farm those orbs in the same way you could on the attack.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, we saw it just there. We have the orbs being farmed, we have the ults being used, and maybe not to the best of their ability. Now that ult gets even harder to get online on a consistent basis, and maybe it's not going to be used in the same way. I hope it's going to be used a little better. The ideas might be there for the defense.
It's got to come down to the flashes and how they can fight in the early round.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump right back into the action. I'll go ahead and send all you beautiful people over to the sultry tones of Bala and Doug.
I feel like we need to come out of that like singing or something, right?
I was going to go full ASMR.
or that. A 7-5 half once again for XSET. Zekin pounding, as GB so eloquently put, on the desk. And that is a bit of a stat line at the bottom of your screen there. Yeah. But, I mean, they're close to changing it up.
All we can deal with is facts.
That's true.
So
that's reality.
It's definitely something to note. XSET has not gotten a win on an international stage. They're only their second event attempting it.
Also true.
And on the flip side, XERXIA has not made it out of groups so far this year. They did it at Champions last year. So they've been there. That's what the desk was touching on in the pre-match. is the difference in experience between these two teams.
The experience this time is calling for a quiet push, and Scary throws a little shoulder, sees almost all of XSET, and starts to call for help as quickly as he can. You see the three-man rotation coming through from A, and well, they're not going to need it.
Down B.
Scary and Surf single-handedly keep XSET back.
No flash to get through that Viper wall either. I mean, they just destroyed it. But XSET deciding to jump through that, it's like they didn't recognize the possibility that that wall was going to be powerful. I mean, that one is certainly an OG Viper wall.
See if we can take a look at the Prime Gaming Flawless once again, because it was murder. I mean,
they're all decayed. It's a one tap from the Headhunter at that point. And then there's also the frenzies too.
Let's go.
Popping off too again. It was a 7-5 lead at half for XSET. XERXIA already starting to chip away at that. They have 3 Spectres that they're going to bring into this round too. And XSET once again on attack, turn their attention over to B. Previous round it was a 3-man push through halls. This time it seems like it's going to be up towards Dish. And Cryo may be in some trouble here.
The shoulder. There's nobody else to punish him on this cross. He'll find that out eventually, but he has to do it fast. They're right behind him. Oh, he's committing.
Oh, but that's okay because they have help in from hell. You've got Def, who's looking along with Aaron. They paranoia out and they've left him!
Completely out to dry.
But look at the spike. It's gotten an A.
We're watching XERXIA's attack side all over again. Zekin has gotten all the way through spawn from the backside.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at the ropes. Oh, look at Aaron. Oh, look at the kill. And now he's just going to go back. He's just going all the way back in the ropes.
They're actually finding the kills that just shouldn't be happening right now.
No, not at all. BCJ still patient. He's repositioning. He stays alive, but Sushi Boys turns around, drops him. Now Scary's left in this 1v2. Gonna try to provide some cover, drop the molly, drop the orb, drop all sorts of decay and delay, but Def jumps into his death. Aaron has to be patient. Scary's gotten it to half, and he swings out, and Scary gets the kill. No way! The Red Bull clutch for XERXIA.
How did they manage to bring that back? The initial kills going Cryo's way. Sure, they ended up trading that eventually. But then second gets into spawn, Aaron on the rope. It looked crazy. The kills that should not have been happening were happening.
Enemy.
And then Sushi Boys.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness. Scary, excuse me.
Just expect the unexpected.
Oh, nice try. I shouldn't have picked that.
No, probably not.
I mean, you had no choice eventually.
But you think about it, that defuse came in at what, half a second?
Yeah.
Easily could have gone the other way.
Or he could have been sticking it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah, for sure.
either way. We've got guns somehow here. Oh.
Not Fox any longer. Second pushing forward, flashed up, not able to land the shots while blind. Sushi Boys again, dropping utility every which way he can.
Spike down A.
And through that, the spike is well out of Def's reach. They hear it swing through. Aaron's a dead man walking. Cryo with the swing to trade him back, though.
Do they recognize the spikes up top? Spruce can definitely isolate that, but instead Cryo just peeks halls.
Surface so far away here, too. And the alarm bot is up.
This is actually difficult for Cryo. No, he just is able to grab it.
Oh, has some ups. Cryo committing to the
jump.
plan. Yeah, he can. Oh, and he has to reposition. Great molly to delay.
One enemy remaining.
But Def wise to the rotations. Once again, Scary in a 1v2. Once again, Scary in a clutch situation. This time he's much further back, and he's gotten it to a 1v1. Once again. Cryo up top. Tucked into the safety of the wall. 70 HP. Remember, it only took half a second last time. His Cryo swing. Does Cryo swing? Oh, he does, and he gets the kill. I mean, down to the wire again.
Such a good angle, though, from Cryo. But he actually gets impatient. Thankfully for him, he still makes it work against Scary. But the off angle would have been really, really nice, because Scary has to be paying attention towards the stair side.
Yeah.
the under, and the top. And you can see Scary was looking at him. Reaction really, really nice from them. Def as well got them back into that round with the quick peek top rope, but then gets a little too aggressive.
Fast round out here from XSET as they try to dictate the pace. Both a paranoia in their face. They have to reposition. The door opens and Sushi falls. They've applied some pressure and they both give it back up. You see Cruz hot back towards A. XSET are backing up as well.
The race for Halls is happening over and over. Second really using that Neon to great effect, and right back into the classic B execute here, but Scary responds with the ult.
Now you've got to be careful here because you're right. They do have the Viper
Surf.
that they have to deal with. Second has already fallen. If they try to rotate back, Fox has taken all of that space away. They kind of have to commit here. Hill's going 1 for 1.
Down B.
Again, it's just pistols. Aaron trying to make a run for it.
Scary has upgraded a weapon. Surf was the other one who had one, and
They
he's
dropped
no
the
longer
pit.
around. Fox is left in this 1v3, and remember, he was the one on the flank. He's going to show up, and the round should be all done and dusted. Sage wall going down. Fox 1 point away from having the ult. But all he has is a classic. Certainly, there's no way. I mean, maybe an exit or the death to get the ult online, but XSET should get to 9.
Yeah, that's actually important. That's important. I think he's trying. Oh my goodness.
Surely not.
Yeah, a second later, I think he might have been able to get on that in time.
Yep.
But they were still so close. Gotta love the attempt though from Fox.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is ever a done deal in this match.
No. This is a ridiculous fracture game on all levels. And bring it a little bit. Look at the top of the scoreboard for XSET. Zekin and Cryo, who were absolute stars still at Copenhagen. And regionally too, they actually compete with the best of the best internationally. But the rest of the team was the place where they fell short at Copenhagen. Those guys definitely came up to play.
Yeah, they seem to be unfazed by the pressure of the international stage, both previously in Copenhagen and now here in Istanbul.
And the challenge against XERXIA here, the challenge against, for example, Surf, who we've seen take on top-class op players in the form of Ye and so many others here this year.
Oh boy.
He's in the open.
Yep, and there's no one watching his back. Oh, there it is. The flash pushes him back. He almost landed that shot. Now they've got a Rolling Thunder. It's actually going to be traded. They intertwine like fingers across that area of the map, and now the push is going to go forward. They've taken the space. They've gotten the fights that they wanted. The spam through, and Sushi's left in a brutal spot. Now they have the Sage wall up, but Cruz continuing to apply pressure. Death gets the spike down, should be able to get away and stay alive, but they've gotten it down to 1. BCJ in a 1v2, 71 HP, gets it to 1. Sushi, so weak. BCJ on the swing, and Sushi wins it out.
What a ridiculous round. Again, these teams are trading blows over and over. And shocking that XSET's not able to get any value off that arcade engagement. But also, I'm super curious there. Maybe we'll see it in the replay. But that ult from Def, look, Zekin just goes into it and brings himself onto the rope.
Did you see how high he went?
He went so high, and that was planned for sure. Zekin popped his ult. So he's just completely nullifying the stun of it. That is so cool from XSET. One of the most creative things I've seen this team do.
Keep up.
4 ults on the side of XSET, 2 on the side of XERXIA.
You want to play? Let's
And you
play.
hear the muse already, Zekin. Zekin's going forward, and there it is, ult online. He swings around to the other side of Dish, and the stun is so good onto Cruz. What help does he have? He's upgraded a weapon. Oh my gosh. Sushi weak, but is he expecting Fox? No, he's not. The patience, the trigger discipline, how many more targets will he find? You gotta be careful here. You're playing with fire. Def on the other side. My gosh, man, look to your right. Do you not feel him looking at the back of your head? This is taking so long. Def, somebody, anybody, do something, please. He sees 2 here. Surely he sees 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Avert your eyes.
You will not kill my allies.
I mean, he brings them back, but
It doesn't even matter at the end of the day. Needed almost more than that. They're on the site, crushing Sushi Boys right now, but he still gets one.
3v2, Surf and Scary still up. Surf once again on the opposite side of the map, and Scary left here to deal with the wreckage. You figure at this point here, given the credits on the side of XERXIA, Surf just saves the op, I would imagine.
Oh, for sure. Try to find some picks in the halls.
Yeah.
But he can't really get a good angle here from Dish onto site. They're actually approaching this wall. May cause problems.
Are they going to go for this? Okay, they're running away.
Moments there. They could have gotten picked off. They could have gotten way too close to the danger spot. But even with all of that from Fox, all of that doesn't matter. I mean, it was trigger discipline for 30 seconds.
It felt like an eternity, bro.
And he still doesn't get enough. It was just too good to take, or to not to take. Let's see now, though. Again, at the beginning of the first half, XSET felt like they didn't know exactly how to respond to what XERXIA was doing.
Yeah.
And then they got full control. They won so many rounds at the end of it to bring it back. They've got the ult here for Fox.
Stunned, but he's dipped down. He's not around. Yep. The spams was just too much. He must have spotted him as he was going down the rope. And now they know the Cruz is there, or at least they know somebody's there.
And they find the flank from Surf too. Stack trying to maybe bring them into a spot where they can get really aggressive, but without Fox, they don't have the tools to do so.
It's just 2 left, and no, not again. Stop it. Surely you look there. All right, Sushi isn't even going to try.
Last player standing.
So XSET should get to 11 here. They should get one step closer to taking Fracture.
There's still so much though. XERXIA is close to them. 3 rounds after this one.
Yeah.
Scary will still have a gun. He'll be able to start accruing a little bit of bank. There's staying power here for XERXIA, even if XSET gets to 11.
Man, I wonder what the ultimates look like right now too. Because as much as, we talked about XSET finding momentum at the end of the first half and being able to carry that to a 7-5 lead, this has felt a bit more tit for tat, right? Like, this has been a bit more as far as, like, trading rounds. It hasn't been a big momentum shift that they've rattled off 4 or 5 rounds, anything like that. It feels like it's been 2 here, 2 there the entire way.
Yeah. I would argue that XSET's continuing a little bit of momentum from that first half. That's what nets them the lead, but definitely feels that way. I think it also feels that way in the ridiculous moments that XERXIA's giving us too. The Phoenix tech has departed us, though.
Yeah, it has. The depth of that playbook was,
yeah.
There wasn't much there. But who knows? Maybe they have something else cooked up we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, hopefully, because
One enemy remaining.
we got to the end of the book, and I'm feeling unfulfilled.
Timeout coming through, presumably on the side of XERXIA. Again, as once again they feel this map potentially getting away from them. Fox still has that ultimate. Again, what can they do with that Phoenix? It's supposed to be a defining pick, right? Like, this is supposed to be something that you're not expecting. This is supposed to be the thorn in your side.
Yeah.
And it was for 3 rounds at the beginning of the map, but that's been it since.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think both teams are running a little spin on the FPX comp. This one, the Phoenix kind of stands a little bit as somewhat of a fade, but you're using your body in that situation. And they're using a breach instead of the KO, so I don't know. Certainly not necessarily going for all the same paradigms. And on this defensive side, we've really seen nothing outside of the standard type of plays.
Yeah. It's felt very uninspired.
But this is where XERXIA, in my mind, has thrived over the years, right? Over the 2 years of international competition we've had. It's been the fundamentals for these guys. It's been them playing together very well as a team. While it might not necessarily show up in stats, that has been the feeling, right? They're not the guys who innovate too much. They go for crazy, wacky stuff that are off meta, but again, it's never super, super special.
Yeah, they're not defining anything. It's cheeky, if nothing else. Execute that we've seen a couple times out from XSET to take full B control. And they're going to push out and find everything unattended. The thing is, there are 2 members just at the bottom of this drop. Just at the bottom of rope.
With the wall here, they definitely expect that the play was into arcade. And they're going to set up 3 in tower. Don't forget, big ults here, Sushi Boy and Fox.
Yep.
He's got his run it back. If you could use that potentially to actually spot where the players are playing on the site.
Keep an eye on this too. Cruz has his ult. If he goes on top of the Rolling Thunder, they may have a window here which can catch him off guard. Scary and Fox have already gotten a couple kills. He swings out, tries to get another onto Aaron, but Aaron takes care of the ult. 3v3 here, the paranoia out. BCG waiting, and he finds nothing. There's the Rolling Thunder, but it's only going to hit 1. Def is still there. He's still waiting. He's got the post-plant utility. Sushi getting it to half.
Oh, he's staying alive.
He survives. He's going to go back in for it, and there's nothing to challenge. There's nothing there. Sushi Boys gets the defuse.
And they knock all the kills down to XERXIA with a 3-step plan. And it works to great effect. They run it back. They go for the pinch. He's all the way into sight. Spots the players up in tower. They know they're all hiding there. That's when they start to push up into tower from the backside.
1 enemy remaining.
And the Rolling Thunder as well to delay for them to get into sight. For him to get on top of that spike. 2-round gap now.
See what they try to play around. Your Surf Sword of Force was just used. Zekin 1 point away from having his ult online.
See the movement.
Paranoia out. Is there anything holding it? They had a counter flash set up. It was the Paranoia and then Breach's utilities just on the other side.
Shadows traveling.
And there it is, the power of the Omen on this map.
Yeah.
They do get a trade-off though. Surf is the only player towards this B side at the moment. Playing very Zeta-esque that we saw on the 2nd day.
Absolutely.
I see all players get on the rope like this. And
Oh, no.
I wasn't even there for that. Would never happen in North America.
Careful, man. Cryo has crept his way through, once again, an instance in which a player is entirely unaware of what's before him. This time it's Cryo who wins that out. The ult through, the smoke is going to go towards A, and they're going to draw a lot. They're going to make a lot of noise into A, but I believe the spike is going to go B.
Yep.
Cryo is taking a ton of space up that way. BCJ's with the spike, and yeah, now they're walking over. They put the Sage wall up and the smoke, but I don't know that that's enough. Look at Scary, he's already rotating back.
Does he have mollies? No, they can't even deny the arcade. Plus they TP'd up and he's gone.
Massive kill.
Sight open now, and you already got the double TP from BCJ. He can plant very safely here and have no concern.
About to say, Fox still has all
he
of
got
his
him.
utility, and he gets BCJ. So the molly's out, the wall's up. He still has 2 flashes he can work with. This is still winnable. This is still a very precarious situation. There's the second flash, there's the swing, and there's the kill. They've gotten into a 2v1. How have they gotten into this? A 1v1. Fox and Cryo. Fox, half. No way. Forget half. Forget the quarter. He's taking it all.
Another close round where XERXIA comes up because of a stuck defuse.
Is that 3? 2, 3 rounds?
2 in a row for sure. And this was all Fox. Talk about the Phoenix coming alive. The double flash, it's so fast and lasts for so long. Hands are up.
That can be
Dagger?
Back-breaking round. Yep.
That could have been a dagger. Let's see, though. I don't think XSET right now, my read is not that they've been getting hit with these momentum shifts, but let's see.
They didn't get hit with Zekin.
That's twice in a row now that that aggression through halls has been completely shut down.
Yeah. Cruz gets the orb, too. They have the res. They have to reestablish control of halls so that they can res Zekin back up. That's going to help. That's certainly going to help. But the thing is, they don't know that Fox is still here. He's just on the other side of smoke. The wall is going to provide cover for the rest to come back up.
Yeah, but do they check?
Do they even want it?
They believe halls is clear now. Did they even see Fox? They must have.
Do they have any smokes left? No. Oh, they're pushing it.
Yeah.
They know. The spans. They're expecting it. What a good read.
Great confidence from Aaron, too, leading the charge there. Zekin gets the gun as well.
Spike planted.
Looks like we're going to match point here. They're saving up. Look at the money on a couple of these guys. Fox with only 150 credits. Scary with only 200. Sushi Boys with 850. They've got to go for this in terms of saving. As a 2 versus 5 tall task. And it's match point for XSET now.
You were kind of concerned too, right? You think about the previous last 2 rounds, right? They sneak away a defuse at what feels like the 11th hour. You start this round and Zekin just gets decapitated. So their first plan doesn't work out.
Yep.
And you wonder, like, okay, you've lost 2 close rounds. This isn't going well. How do you weather that?
Yeah.
Right? And they seem to do so masterfully. Massive kills out of BCJ. He doesn't constantly light up the kill feed, but it feels like when he needs to deliver in clutch moments for XSET to be okay, he does.
Yeah. I've seen so many moments where BCJ is able to feel like he's taking over the game.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get credit for just things like that.
Yep.
Really, really well done. Well coordinated and gives them the possibility of putting this away right now. But we've seen how swinging this game can be so far. And Fox, at the top of the scoreboard's got the ult. He's alone at Dish.
Look at that Viper wall out from Scary. Interesting one. Meanwhile, the 2 leaders for XSET as far as frags go combined for 49 kills.
That is ridiculous. That's some Alpha and Durka stuff right there.
That's just outrageous.
220 bombs and plus for Zekin and Cryo.
And again, man, that's never really been the concern. As you were mentioning earlier in this map, like, those guys will deliver. Yeah. Right? You know what you're going to get with those guys. It's the surrounding pieces. Can they deliver in ways to set up their stars and still pull some of their own weight?
Well, Def is definitely one of those pieces right now. The IGL, he's got his own. Cryo's held on to this space. They're not quite sure if anything's peeking, you know, in dice or anything like that, but they're perfectly set up to go for this classic V execute, but with the added flair of this Rolling Thunder. Ball comes out from Zekin. They should get the side easy here. Oh, he's out on the right. Surf is underneath.
Paranoia out into spawn, and Zekin just brings him right back down. Fox with his ult. What value can he find?
There's no support here. He gets the spike down. Zekin puts his body immediately, but Sushi's got a kill too.
Zekin manages to pick the spike back
Aftershock.
The molly. He should be able to get away. Oh, he didn't have any more go-go juice. He didn't have any more speed. The wall, the flash, the paranoia, the kill for Def anyway. Surrounded up top, below. He gets one. Cryo and Cruz in a 1v1. Can Cryo close it out? Or is this going to be another round where Diffuse is stolen? No. This time Cruz gets it to half. The spam is there, and Cruz reads him like a bloody book.
The memory for Cryo. Clear in his mind. You can see it. He's spamming that stick. He thinks he's going for it. Because it's been twice now where Xerxes has gone for it, but at the final hour, the final opportunity for them to get back into this game. Def put it all out there. But Cruz responds so fast for this Red Bull clutch.
What a freaking emotional roller coaster, man.
This is crazy.
Timeout called from XSET as they try to settle things as much as they can.
Because, I mean, we were just talking about how it feels like they're not really losing mental or anything like that, right? It doesn't feel like an inexperienced diff or anything in this game. But potentially, it's starting to creep up. Starting to rear its ugly little head.
And the thing is, we take a look at a team like XERXIA and the fact that they tend to lean into chaos and they seem to thrive in that chaos. It is often so niche that you look at that playstyle and you go, but that can't stand the test of time, right? Like, that can work for a couple things and that can get you some fun stuff, but that should not hold up. But the truth is, they've gotten us one round away from overtime through chaos like that.
Yeah.
Through chaos like Cruz pulling off of the defuse and reading Cryo.
That was too easy for him.
Way too easy. Yeah, you could like see it happening.
And you knew as soon as he spammed,
Yep.
Cruz was like, I got this round. Either way, 4 players for XSET, grouped up over towards Dish. There's literally no one here from XERXIA.
Here.
If they hope to get an early pick, then unfortunately it's not coming. Scary just got his ult. Scary just got his ult because they just fault lined for him. And he could easily pop it now on this B site.
And there it is. Gotta be careful here. Fox is here. Oh, and once again, he doesn't check the corner. Fox has put a bullet in his Zekken's ear twice now, but he doesn't find much more. Sushi got cleaned up by Def's utility. A 4v3 here for XSET. BCJ with the spike down, the wall up to provide cover.
Scary hasn't rotated at all. He's still on the B site.
What's Cat waiting for? Flank expecting some sort of pressure, but now realizing there's nothing there to worry about. Heads his way to A. 4v3 still. XERXIA not just playing against XSET, they're playing against the spike here too, playing against the clock.
Just got numbers in halls, that's crucial.
Yep. They still haven't cleared it all out though. There are way too many members of XSET. 3v2. Time not on their side. Surf gotten it down to a 1v1. BCJ and Surf the spam there. Surf 70 HP. BCJ trying to spam. He's got to go. He's got to push it. Surf's going to stick it. He's going to stick it all the way. But BCJ gets the kill.
Attackers win.
All of
That was so close.